I gotta go use my little grapple backhoe attachment here to load some boulders, and there's a couple roots I'd like to shear that are out there, and I figured it was a good time for me to take the torch and just knock the square corners off. Obviously that was 1/2 inch plate right there pushing against a 1 inch plate and limits the shearing force of the attachment. So I put a 45-degree bevel and sharpened it in a little bit. It's still just mild steel. In the future I'll probably put a bead of weld, resharpen it so it'll be harder, but I think that that'll increase the pounds per square inch and help it to shear a little bit better. I know it would be more powerful shearing up there. There's really no chance that I can get a root that far up because I'd have to have this buried underground. Then I added in one more little ripping tooth here, but the idea with those teeth, if you can see them, the idea with those teeth is that they, you know, as you're grabbing, if you can't shear a root, you can grab it and pull and, you know, open the jaws a little and let it slip through and have it be like reverse saw teeth, and they'll rip enough chunks off that you can eventually twist it around and break it. So let's go give that a try. Well, color me disappointed. I guess trial and error, you can find out a lot of things, and what I've just figured out is there's just not a lot of force in this configuration with the 2-inch cylinder and whatever the PSI is on this thing here. Here's another scenario. So let's say you got a tree you're going to keep and you've come through here with a dozer. You're inevitably going to turn up a bunch of roots that, I mean, hopefully these are roots that were from the trees that were sitting here that I pushed out, but some of them might be to that keeper tree, and obviously they serve no purpose to the tree, being that they can't get nutrients hanging out in the air. They can introduce pathogens, bacteria, and various invaders, and they're unsightly. So what I'm going to do is pull myself back over here and snip these things off. And now let's see if we can pick that boulder. I'm kind of reluctant. I pushed it out with the dozer. There's a smaller one up there I did pick up with the backhoe, but it's a pretty good size rock. About 8 to 10 inches thick. Yeah, it's about 10 inches thick, so we'll see what happens. Well, disappointment all around so far. On to the next failure. Finally, something goes right.